On the news this morning, federal government declares October 1st public holiday. Army relaunches Operations Python Dance. Crocodile smiles others across Nigeria. Ugwani raising commissioners. Advisors returns Uzo as chief of staff. Akbom Dams England opts to play from Super Eagles. Good morning. This is MCLTV's Morning News. My name is Jonah Oje. You're welcome. The federal government has declared Tuesday, October 1st, as public holiday to mark Nigeria's 59th independence anniversary celebration. The declaration was announced in a statement issued on Wednesday in Abuja and signed by the Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Interior, Georgina Ehuria. The statement noted that the Minister of Interior, Obeni Rauf Areboshola, who made the declaration on behalf of the federal government, congratulated Nigerians at home and abroad on the commemoration of this year's anniversary. He assured them of government's commitment to ending the current spate of insecurity in the country, as peace and stability are necessary conditions for the development of any nation. He therefore called on Nigerians to emulate the nation's founding fathers in their love for fatherland. The Nigerian Army is set to commence simultaneous routine training exercises and operations in many states in the country. Acting Director, Army Public Relations, Colonel Sadia Musa said the exercises are Exercise IM Abatuma II to hold in Benue, Nasarawa, Kogi, Taraba, Kaduna, and Niger States. Exercise Python Dance 4 will be carried out in Abia, Anambra, Ebonyi, Enugu, and Imo State in 82 Division. Exercise Crocodile Smile 4 will take place in Akwa Ibom, Bayelsa, Cross River, Delta, Edo, Lagos, Ogun, and River State. He said Operation Positive Identification will also be extended across the nation to check out for bandits, kidnappers, and armed robbers. Colonel Musa stated that the operation is also to check ethnic militia, cattle rustlers, as well as other sundry crimes across the various regions of Nigeria. He confirmed that the Nigerian Army Women Corps will stage a robust show of force and confidence-building patrols in some selected locations in Nigeria. Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi of Enugu State on Wednesday sworn in commissioners and special advisors who will assist him to run the affairs of the state. Swearing in the commissioners and advisors, Governor Ugwuanyi said that performance will be key and periodically benchmarked as a basis to remain in office. The governor, who pointed out that his administration will not tolerate any corrupt practice, emphasized that the new appointees' loyalty as public officers should be to God and the state. He added that they must at all times be seen to pursue honesty, transparency, accountability, equity, justice, fairness, and commitment to their duty. Governor Ugwuanyi, who earlier in the day sworn in Festus Uzo as his chief of staff, announced Mr. Chuks Ugoke as his chief press secretary. The governor said the deputy chief of staff, office of the deputy governor, will be appointed in due course, as all other appointments will follow suit. Peace has finally returned to the troubled communities of Ogeri and Ubrojo in Idimo Autonomous Community of Afikpo South Local Government Area of Ebonyi State. It will be recalled that on June 17, 2017, the affected communities had a misunderstanding over a disputed land which led to the loss of lives and wanton destruction of property worth millions of naira in the area. Governor David Umahi, represented by his deputy Dr. Kelechi Igwe, swung into action with series of interventions, peace and strategic security meetings to ensure the speedy resolution of both the immediate and remote causes of the crisis. The state government injected 19 million naira to cushion the negative effects of the crisis on the people as it provided food items, welfare packages and security personnel to give the affected communities a sense of belonging and conducive environment for peace to reign. The Managing Director of the Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, Dr. Akwanga Enya, on Wednesday asked the House of Reps to help it recover over 60 million naira from ecological funds. Dr. Akwanga made the appeal as he appeared in front of the ad hoc committee investigating abandoned project by the Commission. During the investigative hearing, he noted that 60 million naira is due to the Commission from the ecological funds. The NDDC Managing Director stated that the Commission has a total of 9,820 projects, of which 4,288 are completed, 1,796 are yet to commence. Dr. Akwanga noted that 342 projects are stalled, while 2,645 are presently ongoing. He added that 660 projects have just been awarded, while the Commission has terminated 49 of them and taken over 30. He confirmed that contractors who failed to complete their works resort to threats against the board to prevent contract termination. With the closing of borders by the federal government, rice, which is one of the most consumed staple foods in various families, has continued to witness sharp increase in its price. MCL News visited tenant markets to ascertain the current prices of both foreign and locally produced rice. Esther Ndugwe reports.
Food is an essential means of substance for humans. Hence, the awareness of the prices of food items and commodities becomes imperative in the planning of family menu as well as other sundry expenditure. However, with the closure of borders with neighboring countries, prices of staple foods have gone high, amongst which is rice. Rice as a staple food is often consumed by most families in Nigeria. A market survey conducted by MCL News shows that prices of both foreign and locally produced rice have increased. Traders who spoke to our news crew attributed it to the closure of the Nigerian borders, which has made it impossible for imported food items into the country. A bag of rice, which was previously sold between 7,000 naira to 9,000 naira, is now sold at 18,000 naira to 19,000 naira. Some respondents who spoke to MCL News expressed their feelings over the situation and how it has affected them.
It's no longer going well with the traders of rice and the buyers. Previously it was a little bit better. But as time goes on, it increases by as day passes. Every day is always a new story to tell about even the local and the foreign rice.
It affects the common man in the sense that before he found the rice was at 7,000 naira a bag, 50 kg. Now he found the rice and the rice is being sold for 18,000, 19,000 naira a bag.
By closing the border or banning of foreign rice, I think it's time of helping our nation so that our own products can easily be sold in the market and people will know something about it. It's only that the rice is increased now more than as it was before.
They also urged the government to come to their aid by empowering the youths with machineries that will enable them engage in mechanized farming so as to change the production of locally made rice.
You have to go so many machines before you get finished rice. So what they could have done is to give more years so our farmers should go to the fields.
If they increase the quantity they are producing, it's not enough to serve the country. That's the problem we are having.
If there will be a way the government can assist the farmers so that they reduce the price of the local ones, the local rice, the local production here, we will at least be able to buy a bag of rice.
Government at all levels have been urged to invest more in farming and food productions. Mechanized farming will improve the quality of produce available even in the off-seasons with affordable prices. Esther Ndokwe, MCL News.
Still to come on the news. Abia State House of Assembly holds special session on health. Obasanjo used Tini Frank catch on June for libel. Buhari speaks on retirement. Akpom dumps England opts to play for Super Eagles. Details after the break. Stay tuned.
Do not deface Abia State with posters. Do not defecate on our streets. Do not litter Abia State.
My brothers, I say wetin man go do for this world wey people no go talk. If you chop,
Do not urinate in public places.
you no chop, dem go talk. Wetin make you do for this world? I say make we go do the things wey we carry for heart. Na so one want am. Abi no be so?
Keep Abia State clean. This message is brought to you by MCLtv.
Welcome back, and we now go to our Omaha studios where Nora Kalfo is standing by for more stories. Nora, good morning.
Good morning, John, and welcome to Omaha and Maralcafo. President Muhammad Buhari says he will retire after finishing what programs and policies he started in his first term. He spoke in New York at the sidelines of the 74th United Nations General Assembly when he met with President Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa of Portugal. He thanked Portugal for the steadfast support it has given Nigeria on many fronts, adding that concern about global issues is genetic for Portugal. Buhari explained that Nigeria was investing heavily in infrastructural development. The president said the Sahel was awash with illegal small arms, exacerbating the security situation in the northeast of Nigeria, but added that the government was doing a lot to bring things under control. On security in the Gulf of Guinea, he solicited for the support of Portugal, saying most of the stolen crude oil from Nigeria and other countries passed through the region. President Sousa commanded what he called the excellent relations between Nigeria and his country. Portugal hosts Euro-African Forum next year, and President Sousa invited President Buhari to declare the event open in Lisbon, even if it's for half a day. Nigeria's Vice President Professor Yemi Osibajo has ordered legal actions against Timi Frank and Kat Omanuju for libel and malicious falsehood. He noted that he was ready to waive his constitutional immunity to clear his name against several allegations, insinuation and falsehoods on his person and profit. Osibajo's spokesman Laolu Okonde said earlier on Tuesday that there will be a legal and proper reckoning for the barrage of libelous claims against Vice President Osibajo, mostly on WhatsApp and elsewhere on social media by mostly faceless people. Frank, a former Deputy Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, accused Osibajo of his managing 90 billion naira allegedly provided by the Federal Inland Revenue Service as campaign funds in 2019 elections. Frank did not provide any evidence to support his latest claim. The Federal Inland Revenue Service has since debunked Mr. Frank's allegation. On Monday, the FIRS spokesman Wahid Badamosi dismissed the claim, saying the agency's annual occasion is not up to 90 billion naira. Also, the Social Investment Office on Wednesday declared Vice President Yemi Osibajo from financial scandal relating to disbursement of funds for the National Social Investment Programs. The statement by the organization's communications manager, Justice BBA, stated that the Ministry of Budget and National Planning was in charge of all assignments relating to financing, budgeting, procurement and disbursement of funds allocated and released for the MCLtv. The statement explains that MCLtv, which involves 4 broad programs, the Empower, conditional cash transfers, national homegrown school feeding, and government enterprise and empowerment programs, were planned towards different subgroups of Nigerians for empowerment. BBA said that the steering committee for the National Social Investment Office, chaired by the Vice President, supervises the implementation of the Social Investment Program. President of the Senate, Ahmed Lawan, on Wednesday charged standing committees of the upper chamber to ensure the discharge of their duties with a view to addressing major challenges facing the nation. Lawan gave the charge in his remark during the inauguration of the standing committees of the Senate. He therefore called on relevant standing committees to look into the challenges such as insecurity and unemployment, as well as racial reforms in the petroleum and agricultural sectors of the economy, with a view to addressing them through the instruments of legislation. He urged ministers and heads of ministries, departments and agencies to cooperate with the newly inaugurated committees where necessary so as to deliver on the agenda of President Muhammadu Buhari's administration. The Senate on Wednesday received a report of this ad hoc committee on the 9th Senate legislative agenda. Chairman of the committee, Senator Adamu Aliyu, presented the report. The Independent National Election Commission has beckoned on the United Nations Development Program to resuscitate the implementation of its support to democratic empowerment phase 1 in Nigeria. INEC Chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu made the call when he received the UNDP new resident representative to Nigeria, who paid a courtesy call on his office on Wednesday. Support to democratic empowerment is aimed at enlightening and mobilizing stakeholders, including the women groups, youths, traditional and religious leaders, to participate massively in the general elections. The program is also to conduct civic and voter education as part of the media campaign in order to sensitize and create awareness among the citizens for effective participation in the general elections. Yakubu said that the program should have commenced in 2018 but was suspended due to the challenges of time and funding. He described the UNDP and women in particular as long-term partners in support of elections, good governance and democracy in Nigeria. He said the electoral umpire values their partnership and would continue to work with the UNDP in promoting democracy and good governance. Yakubu recalls that in 2017, the United Nations Secretary General sent a need assessment mission to Nigeria, as well as the Special Representative for West Africa and the Sahel, Mohammed Chambers, who also visited before and after the last general elections. The representing Imo East Senatorial District, Francis Owuchi, has lamented the nation's capital flight to the tune of $50 million on the importation of oil annually. Owuchi said government's neglect in developing the industry was costing it huge resources. The senator disclosed that the industry does not have the capacity to generate sustainable revenue that can provide employment opportunities. He noted that it was unacceptable for a country that was the largest net exporter of palm oil in the 50s and 60s to continue the exportation of oil to its disadvantage in the international market. The lawmaker was speaking on a motion that urgent need to revive the palm oil industry, which is sponsored during a plenary on Tuesday. He was optimistic that the Senate will pursue oil palm development using the legislative tools to ensure policy was implemented by the government of the day. To ensure universal access to health without financial burden, the Edo State House of Assembly has held a special health session with the Health Policy Plus Initiative, an arm of the USAID. Our correspondent reports that the health experts were in the Hallowed Chambers to seek for legislative backup for universal health coverage in the state. Delegation and Global Director, Health Policy Plus, Shama Suleta, while addressing the lawmakers, said access to essential health package without so much stress is what the organization represents. She explained that the concept is to subsidize health provision to most healthcare needs of everyone without economic burden. Suleta said the visit to the lawmakers is to ask for the development of policy and legal framework to support universal health coverage in the state. The global director said the goal is to ensure quality access to health by everyone in the state, no matter the location. The Universal Healthcare Act 2017 captures participation for benefit delivery, improved governance, local assistance, and institutional support for health access.
It is important that legislators represent and educate their constituencies, speak for constituents at committee meetings and through legislative bodies, and informal engagement like informed political party agenda and liaison with the media.
Chairman, House Committee on Health, Standing OBC, and his Appropriation and Private-Public Partnership and Diaspora Matters counterparts, Kennedy Njoko and Mike Okoha, described the policy as timely. They expressed belief that access to health facilities to their constituents will go a long way to helping them, especially the vulnerable. They assured that Abia will give legislative backing to the project to ensure proper and timely access to health.
We will give legislative backing to the universal health care in the United States. We will do our best to ensure that our public health care are upgraded so that we will be able to provide quality health care to the right personnel and the right role for all people. I want to make sure that the appropriations of health is being opted this time around to make sure that everything is planned, especially in the United States, comes to fruition. I want to give you the strength, give you the hope, give you the financial backing that you need. Because it's very important in the United States that people get good health facility. So we assure you of that.
That is open for us. We will take this initiative very, very serious. And we will do all we have powers to support chairman to ensure that this initiative is very successful.
Speaker of the House, Chinedum Orji, in his address, explained that the Abia State's government places premium on health, hence the improved funding of the health sector. He said strategic interventions to promote access to quality health care will be employed by the state. Orji encouraged Abians to avail themselves of the opportunity provided by the service to access quality health. He assured that Abia lawmakers will give our total support to the initiative.
Government of Abia State is mindful of the fact that accessibility to quality and
House also confirmed the screening of the 22 commissioner nominees. Nora Okafor.
On the following scene, United Kingdom's Prime Minister Boris Johnson returned to face the nation's parliament on Wednesday, a day after the Supreme Court ruled he acted unlawfully when suspending the legislature earlier this month. Johnson flew back from addressing the United Nations General Assembly to face calls to resign from politicians, pundits and public, even from the Financial Times, but appears set to continue his mission to pull the UK out from the European Union, do or die, in his words, on October 31st. In his first appearance back in the House of Commons, he called Parliament gridlocked, paralyzed and refusing to believe that. In handing down the Supreme Court's ruling on Tuesday, Justice David Hale, the court's president, had said the court had exercised a supervisory jurisdiction over the lawfulness of acts of the government for centuries. Johnson went on to trumpet his alleged progress in talks with the European Union before guarding the opposition, telling his leader to ever try to topple him or, if not, to stand aside. And that's it from Omar here. It's back to you, Jonah Oji, for the rest of the news.
Thanks very much, Nora Okafor. Chuba announced ports. Chuba Abram has switched international allegiance to the country of his parents, Nigeria. Abram, 23, who plays for Greece for PAOK, is eligible to play for the Super Eagles as he holds dual nationality and has not represented England at senior level. The forward once trained with the Nigeria senior side at Barnet alongside then Chelsea defender Ola Aina, and now hopes to line up with his lifelong friend Alex Iwobi for the West African country. London-born Abom scored 18 goals in 41 youth caps for England from under 16 to under 21 level. He joined Arsenal at the age of 6 and spent time on loan with Brentford, Coventry, Nottingham Forest, Hull City and Brighton, but failed to break into the Gunners' first team. Now established in Greece with PAOK and with 3 goals in 8 matches this season, Abom would love to follow in the footsteps of Iwobi. And to end the news this morning, a second look at the major stories. The federal government has declared Tuesday, October 1st as public holiday to mark Nigeria's 59th independence anniversary celebration. The Nigerian Army is set to commence simultaneous routine training exercises and operations in many states in the country. Governor Ifeanyi Ugwuanyi of Enugu State on Wednesday sworn in commissioners and special advisors who will assist him to run the affairs of the state. Chuba Abram has switched international allegiance to the country of his parents, Nigeria. That was the news, and thanks for watching. I am Jonah Oji. Have a good morning.